The prosecution got right to the gore in opening arguments at the trial of prominent Central New York doctor Robert Neulander, who's accused of killing his wife. The jury, which was seated first thing this morning, saw graphic pictures of Leslie Neulander's body, including wounds to her head, bruises on her arms, face, and injuries to her hands. As he has done for every court appearance so far, Dr. Neulander arrived in court flanked by his family, including his children, who have stood by him since Leslie Neulander's death back in 2012. Her death was originally ruled an accident, but many months later, suspicion about the doctor's involvement grew. The prosecution says by the time police in DeWitt arrived at the couple's home, Dr. Neulander was kneeling by the body and Leslie Neulander had probably been dead for several hours. The DA says the doctor and his wife said they loved each other before they went to bed the night before. But he questioned how a fall in the shower split Leslie's skull open and gave her so many injuries, but none on her back or buttocks. He told the jury a beating took place in the couple's bedroom. The defense afterwards countered that there was no crime in this case ever and that it's all made up. Attorney Ed Mencken told the jury that Dr. Neulander loved his wife. He says he takes issue with the competence of the police investigation and that there was not a chance of history of domestic violence between the Neulanders. Otherwise, Leslie's brother would not be standing by his accused brother-in-law. CBS 5's Sarah Beth Ackerman is covering the case. She's live at the courthouse right now.
Michael, day 2 of Dr. Neulander's trial has just wrapped up, and this morning the jury was selected and seated, and we also heard opening statements from the prosecution and defense, and the district attorney did not waste any time showing bloody and graphic images. Fitzpatrick told the jury to pay attention to the wounds and where they were located on Leslie's body. Some of those photos shown in court, a close-up image of Leslie's face. Major bruising covered Leslie's eye, nose, upper lip, forehead, and neck, but no injuries or bruising to her legs. Next, the jury saw a floor plan of Neulander's home in DeWitt, where their daughter Jenna was when she placed the 911 call for help, where she described a bloody scene. In the district attorney's opening statements, he said, quote, "This is not a slip and fall in the shower. This was a guy who beat his wife to death." He also said, "If you find this story strange, do not resist that temptation." Now, that was District Attorney Bill Fitzpatrick. And in earlier coverage, Dr. Neulander says his wife slipped and took a deadly fall in the shower, and he moved her body to their bedroom for better lighting. Fitzpatrick points out photos of a skylight in their bathroom, saying there was no need to move her body. The photos show blood splattered in the shower of her bathroom, blood smeared on the walls of the hallway, and blood splattered throughout her bedroom wall, ceiling, and on family photos. The jury also saw a brief videotaped interview with Dr. Neulander and DeWitt police. Neulander says he was in shock when he saw his wife laying in the bathroom. His attorney, Ed Mencken, told the jurors the whole situation was made up, and there's a reason it was made up. He says Dr. Neulander loved his wife and would never harm her. He also says, quote, "This case is of an innocent man that charged with a crime that didn't happen." He said he loved Leslie and he would never do harm, never. And the testimony gets underway first thing tomorrow morning. We expect to hear the horrifying 911 call Dr. Neulander's daughter made when she saw her mother's body. For now, reporting live at County Court, I'm Sarah Beth Ackerman. Michael?
Sarah Beth, thank you. This is one of the top stories on the CNY Central mobile app right now.